The AH-64 Apache first flew in 1975. The AH-1 Cobra, its older cousin, first flew in 1965. In 2026, both are still the backbone of American and Allied attack aviation, and the United States Army has no fielded replacement for either of them. That is not because a replacement was impossible to build. The Army has tried to replace these helicopters at least 3 separate times, and each time it canceled the program itself after spending billions of dollars. The most expensive of those failures, the RAH-66 Comanche, consumed nearly $7 billion before a single operational aircraft was delivered. The most recent, the Future Attack Reconnaissance Aircraft, was canceled in 2024 after years of development. So, the real question is not why the US can't replace the Cobra and the Apache. It is why the most powerful military in the world keeps starting these programs, keeps funding them, and keeps killing them before they reach the battlefield. The answer involves stealth helicopters that flew and were scrapped, a war that changed the rules mid-program, and a procurement system that may have quietly concluded the manned attack helicopter has no future at all. Both the Cobra and the Apache were born from the same lesson. Helicopters in Vietnam were dying in large numbers, and the Army needed a purpose-built gunship to survive. The Cobra was a fast, narrow-profile rush job developed in the mid-1960s to provide armed escort and fire support, and it worked well enough to remain in Marine Corps service for decades. The Apache, developed in the 1970s and entering service in 1986, was the far more ambitious answer, a heavily armed, heavily armored tank killer designed explicitly to stop Soviet armored divisions from pouring through the Fulda Gap in a European war. The Apache was designed to win a war that ended before it ever fought it. The Soviet Union collapsed 5 years after the Apache entered service, and the massed armor battlefield it was built to dominate simply disappeared. What saved the Apache was its adaptability. Instead of killing Soviet tank columns, it became the Army's primary close air support and precision strike platform in Iraq, Afghanistan, and every conflict in between. The aircraft built for one war found a second life in entirely different ones, which is precisely why the Army has found it so difficult to define what a replacement should even do.